Hello Tuesday, Twitch people, what is on the go? Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and welcome to Wolfpack. Roly, Guinness, no worries, Guinness. Have your dinner, my guy, it's all good. Gaff, what's going on? Gonna order... Yeah. Yes, Roly. Yes, your doom is sealed, my friend. Your pessimism has destroyed you. There is no escape. No escape whatsoever. Okay. So, my very, very good friend over at TMTC. Let me just go ahead and do a quick little thingamabobber right there. TMTC1, as he's known on Twitch, Matt, my guy, hooked me up with a copy of this game over the weekend. And Matt, if you're seeing this in the future, thank you so much, my guy. I really cannot thank you enough. Yeah, so now we've got our hands on Wolfpack. KJ, what's going on? Pancake Day? Is it Pancake Day? Is that a thing? V, what's going on, my guy? What is up? What is up? Yes, so the inestimable, that's not a word, but you know what I'm going for there. I do not believe you can name the crew. No, I do not believe so. Because the crew is just me. Literally, I'm the only person aboard this sub. This is a multiplayer game. So the intent behind it is you're supposed to have, I want to say 5 players. And like, you just work the individual stations. Do you know what I mean? Me, my guy. 31 months, dude. 31 months. Has it been that long? Wowzers. Rob Film, what's going on? Shrove Tuesday. There you go. This is hype. Well, thanks, Emmy. I hope I can do you proud. I jumped in long enough to get a little bit of a feel for the controls. I managed to hit one thing with the torpedo, and I never managed to repeat that feat. So this is more or less everybody gets to watch me get mad enough to flip my desk while I try to figure out how to play this absolutely fantastic looking game. It's a really, really good time to get into it if you don't have it now, because they're about to release a big update for it. And they're going to be reskinning the inside of the boat, so that's pretty cool. I am not playing with the crew. Zero crew, no. As a U-boat in the Pacific. But the torpedoes were so crappy, you know what I mean? The idea is, yes, just have the bots do their thing while I try to sort out various bibs and bobs. I'd like to get to know the boat a little bit. I'd like to get to know the stations. You know, just sort of see how it goes. Would get it on orders, my guy. Don't even worry about it, my guy. Don't even worry about that. Okay. If you're playing by yourself, yes, I can, yeah. I just mean not U-boat. All right, my guy, yeah. Let's go ahead and dive on into this goodness. 30 months, KJ. 30 months of your life belong to me, my friend, and I thank you for it. Okay, we're gonna make this visible to no one because we don't want anybody coming on in and explaining to me how much I suck at it. So we'll just, we're gonna dive on in. Now, the tutorial is not a tutorial in the strictest sense of the word, because this tutorial, it doesn't actually teach you how to do anything, which is kind of neat in a way. What it does is it gives you several ships that will ignore you completely. So you've got time to start learning how to screw with stuff, right? So we've got some pretty interesting stuff here. We got automatic nav, friendly fire is turned on, not particularly useful. I'm gonna go ahead and enable bots, and that's gonna allow me to make like engine selections, and they'll just get done for me, that kind of thing. Simplified radio. I saw something really quick in a video what that does, but I'm not 100% sure. We've got periodically changing direction convoys off, escorts using sonar off, pursuit time short. We're not going to turn on realistic torpedoes because realistically, I need to learn how to work it before I can get into the minutia, let's say. So again, this is basically just a let's get used to the game kind of concept for now. I'm hoping very, very, very much so in the future that we're going to get some multiplayer games going on. Probably not on stream. I find trying to multiplayer on, like having a multiplayer game on stream while trying to talk to people in a Discord and talk to chat, it's much too overwhelming for me. So if I do play this in a multiplayer kind of aspect, I would just be recording it as opposed to having to keep up with chat and stuff. Can't use Enigma and Morse code. Okay, that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to do Morse code. I did know how to use an Enigma once, but it's been some years. Okay, so let's get my skipper guy on board here. Let's see now. We have T1 in the aft and a T2 backup. Forward tubes are all T1s. We have one more T1 backup, and then we have several T2s ready to go. Okay. So let's just go ahead and start it up, and we'll have a little look-see, shall we? Let's take a little peek. All right, here we are in the North Sea. Here are my bot friends. Hello, bot friends. Hello. So we've got our steers dude. He's controlling speed and so on and so forth, which is awesome. Got my dive officer here. Got my nav officer. Let's go forward, I guess. Got the good old officer cabin. We've got ourselves our hydrophone operator right here. Hello. Much more. It's probably just due to the point of view, but it seems like. Oh my god. Thank you. I love this sound. I don't know why. All right, so we got the head here. Perfect. Right? You can actually walk into the room. Forward torpedo room. We've got ourselves a torpedo ready to rock and roll right here. What I was trying to say a minute ago, it feels like there's a lot more room in this sub. Like, it feels like you're traveling a much greater distance when you're moving around. Can't switch between impact and mag. I'm actually fine with that because realistically that makes more sense than anything else. We've got some valves. We've got an intercom, which I'm told works. So I could actually call the diesel room or the electromotor room, control room. I can actually in-game call people and talk to them via these intercoms. I'm not sure how it works, but I'm told it works, and I think that is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so here we've got our Enigma. We got Morse code. We have radio direction finding, so you're actually going to turn that little hoop at the top of the conning tower and use it to pick up where you're getting these transmissions from, right? So that's pretty cool. We also have a radio. Someone told me... No. Okay, I think if I turn bots off, there's actually a record player somewhere. Oh, here it is. Oh my god. Oh. Oh! Okay, I gotta stop it because I'm gonna get a DMCA, but still. How mint is that? You can listen to the records while you're playing. That's so cool. Alright, we've got our Echo Ranger. Please stop. Let's see now. Okay. So, on maybe? Huh. Don't know how it works. I'm gonna have to look up how that thing works, but yeah. Got our bilge pump here, which is pretty snazzy. Let's see what else we got going on. We've got... I thought I saw something light up there. Oh. Nope, just the door. Okay. So we've got our aft ballast tank here and our forward ballast tank obviously up front. Bottom is range, top button sends ping. Okay. Yeah, they got the Tipperary song. Yeah, I seen that. Alright, crew quarters. Can't interact with this stuff. Still. This is... Even before, like, I know that they're coming out with a new skin on this. This is so cool, man. This feels really, really immersive. Like almost excessively so. Got the galley. I don't even know, like, maybe they're gonna have people, like, do stuff. Oh, we got a little toilet here. Got a head. We've got storage. That's so neat. There's the escape hatch. Okay, cleaner than your kitchen. Okay, so here is the engine room, obviously. Now, as I understand it, in the next update that's incoming, you are actually going to be able to, like, run the diesels from this station. Like, literally turning all of these knobs and dials and whatever to get the diesels up and running. It is... I'm absolutely astounded at the level of detail that is going on in this game. I really can't explain it to you. So we've got the electro room here. None of these appear to be a battery output. I know there's one in the control room. Essentially telling you how much juice is still in the tank, basically. We have an electric compressor here, but it's currently non-functional, and we have the diesel compressor here, which you can actually function to turn up your dials on your compressor. We get the aft tube there as well. A little interesting note is, I want to say, yes, here you actually have a manual steer control, a manual backup rudder. So if your boat becomes damaged to the point where nobody up top can, or not, nobody forward can steer, you can actually come back here, turn this crank, and steer the boat, right? Like, I got to tell you, I'm very impressed. Extremely impressed. You know, it's, I honestly, like, the labor of love that this game represents, because this is made by the people over at SubSim, the forum. I don't know if anybody's aware. They built this game, and I think that's gorgeous in a way, because it doesn't feel like something they built to get rich off of. Like, I think they've been looking to build the game they've always wanted. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it just looks absolutely wonderful. Let's see now. So we've got our safety indicators here. Since I have bots turned on, this is all blank. If you have bots turned off, this will tell you whether or not hatches and stuff is closed. And you have to make sure that all of these lights are on before you go to dive stations, right? So that's, again, attention to detail. When did you play MP? Did you find... I don't know what MP is. Sorry, Rob. I don't know what MP is. So we got our dive valves here. So this is your ballast tank control. This is your trim tank controls. This is how you blow out the trim tank, I believe. And then you've got your negative tank controls here. And then there's how you blow out or take in water from here. I don't have the dive controls down yet by any stretch of the imagination, so, you know, give me time. We're looking forward to, yes, 100%. If somebody knows how to play it, like, I cannot wait. So we've got engine selectors here in the conning tower. Obviously, we have an alarm here for dive. So you'll actually hit that when you want to give the order to dive. We've got our direction, a rudder. We have another intercom. And I do believe that a speed indicator is coming in the next update as well. So here we've got our TDC, very common. You've got the impact angle that it's going to hit at. Your gyro angles are here. Target speed, torpedo depth, which is a nice touch. Range to target, length of target, angle on bow. Spread angle, I guess you change this if you want the torpedoes to spread out further. Gyro angles again. We have torpedo status here, showing us that we have 5 torpedoes that we can use because they're lit up. When you actually use a torpedo, this tube will be empty and you have to drag the torpedo into the tube in order to reload it. So you've got angle tracking, you've got the UZO off, attack periscope, and observation scope, which you actually have to make each selection. Here's your tube selector, so tube 1, tube 2, tube 3, and so on. And then your salvo selector. So if you wanted to fire 1, 2, and 4, 1, 3, and 4, 1, 3, 2, and 4, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, 2 and 4, and the last selection is 1 and 4. It'll actually tell you here how long it's going to be before the torpedo reaches target too. So that's very, very cool. Extremely cool. Attack periscope is here. You actually have to raise it. Let's see. So, target ship is off our port bow, bearing towards us. We have target ship off the starboard bow, heading away. And another target ship off the starboard stern, heading away. Looks like that's that. Okay. So, let's go up the ladder here. Have a little peek. When did I play multiplayer? I've not played multiplayer at all. I've never played it. This is the second time I've booted up the game, my guy. How many people can play together on one sub? It's either 5 boats with 4 each or 4 boats with 5 each. I can't remember. Okay, so here we are up top. We've got our course indicator here. We have rudder controls here, so we can actually control the rudder from the conning tower. Compass, use the O. We've got the anti-air gun, the flak gun. Let's see now. Ahoy indeed there, Ricochet. Ahoy, my guy. Alright, climb down the ladder. New sub challenge indeed. It's just so much, it feels so much bigger. Again, I think it has a lot to do with the 90-degree point of view, but still 4 boats with 5, there you go. So you can run by holding shift, which is nice. You've got the deck gun. Oh. Wowzers. Boom! Whoa, that's got way more oh! I didn't think that was gonna hit. Oh my god, okay. Oh, the noise! That is so cool. So cool! Okay. Let's go mess about a little bit, see if we can do some stuff. See if we can do some stuff. Let's see now. Gotta get down inside. So, we're getting to know the layout, which is important. We gotta close this up. No. Close it. No. No, I want you to. Okay, apparently I have to climb up a bit to close the door. There we go. There it is. Got it. Okay, then. Let's go ahead and take a look at the target to our starboard. We're gonna have to give an order to move here. So if I use the 1 key, the 2 key, and the 3 key, I can get access to some of these controls. Okay. So what I want is, I'm gonna hold shift to select both engines. I want both engines to diesel. Good. And I want both engines ahead slow. Perfect. Now again, if you turn bots off, none of this is... You don't have any of this. You've got to rely on somebody on the TDC doing this for you. Written on with... Oh, we are messing about, my guy. That is a thing we are doing. Okay, we're coming up to 6 knots. What I'd like to do is get parallel to this target, and then we can take a speed check on it. Now, something that's apparently super important in this game, don't be moving when you're taking a speed check. If you're moving, bad things will happen. It will just be bad. It will be not good. Let's see now. I would very much like to turn slightly. Maybe like this. And now we're going to be setting a new course. Okay. Just want to come a little more parallel to it. They do sound fantastic. And if you go down in the engine room, it's just pure noise, right? So. All right, we're doing a nice steady 10 knots. Okay. Let's get out of this, bring up my map. We're going to have to take a bearing on this target ship, try to figure out where she is. So from what I understand, the way to do that is with these gradients here on the side. But first I have to figure out what kind of ship she is. So let's see, I'm seeing 2 islands, split superstructure, and 2 masts. Okay, so if we bring up our... Oh, I just hit the C key and everything locked up. Oh, there we go, okay. Okay, merchant ships. Engine is aft. Superstructure is split. There are 2 islands, front and aft. And as I recall, it was mast, funnel, right? Okay. It's not actually lining up to what I remember seeing, so we're going to go ahead and close this and take another look. So once again, we've got an island forward and island aft. So it's possible that these are something called a king post as opposed to a mast, right? I don't understand what the difference between them is. I really don't. It's always been a real challenge for me. So we're going to change that to king post funnel and see what happens. So C, KKF. Perfect. Okay. So these things are king posts. It's a heavy tanker type 12. We're going to go ahead and identify it. So her mast height is 28 meters. So if we go ahead and bring up our distance table, change the target to 28 meters. And no, I didn't visit the barber. My wife cuts my hair actually, and we've got to try to get the height of this thing. It's looking like roughly 3 ticks, which means she's 3,400 meters away, which is kind of weird. Doesn't look like it's 3,400 meters away, but it's actually, wait, it's actually 4 ticks. More like 2,600 meters. 2,600 meters. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to do this now. 2,600 meters. Oh, I forgot to take the curses. I forgot to take a look at what words are. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Sitting roughly at 22 degrees. 22 degrees and 2,600, I said, I think. So 22... First we gotta zero this. 22 at 2,600 puts her right about... Oh, roughly there. So I'm gonna place an X. And that is approximately where the ship is. Yes, bots indeed. No, you should never upset her with a weapon in her hand. You are not wrong. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, since we're in the tutorial, I can check my math on that. I just want to make sure I'm playing this correctly. We were pretty close. We're pretty damn close. She's actually more like 2,200 meters away, but that is perfectly acceptable in my book. Perfectly acceptable. What we're gonna do now is have them steer out this way a bit. Bring it over to 000. And soon we're gonna be taking a speed check off this once these crossbars become 1, showing that I'm roughly at a 90 degree. Oh, we will be doing there will be crew things, don't you worry. There will be crew things. Currently, though, it's important for me to learn how to play. Kind of important to learn how to play before we dive on in and upset everybody on the boat with how badly we suck. Just saying. Alright. So she's at roughly 40 to us now, give or take. Once we get to a 90, we can take a speed check. In this game, unlike U-Boat, it is very, very important to be as close to a 90 as possible. Thanks, Balamar. I'm very happy to help. I'm glad that it's working out in your favor. Yeah, okay. So again, when you're not playing the tutorial, you don't have the function to show the enemies on the map. Again, I'm just learning, just trying to get my feet wet, so we're trying to sort it out. Not played solo before with bots. Didn't realize that much. I understand it to be better than it was. I don't know if that's good overall, but it gives you enough that you don't have to go down and like manually function the dive planes, etc., right? So anyway, we're just trying to get into position here. I'm not aware of any time controls in this game. I could be wrong, but I'm not sure there's any way to speed up time. Yeah, apparently it's coming out in the next month. That's so cool. What a good time to get in. Like, oh, I cannot thank Matt enough. That guy hooked me up in a big way. All right, we're about 45 degrees to our target. We're gonna wait until we're a little bit out front of 90 so I have the time to get a decent speed check. Let's see if I remember now. It's gonna be length of the target ship multiplied by, no, divided by seconds multiplied by 1.94. Lead angle is best. Don't understand your 90 comment. Okay. 90 degrees will get me the best angle on bow. That's as far as I understand. You couldn't manually take over a station if a bot was there. I still don't think you can. I really don't know. This is literally the second time I booted the game up. Army, what's going on, my guy? How you been? Matt is a star. He is. Yeah. All right, we're at a 50. 52, 53 maybe? 52 or 53? I'm so very excited to be playing this. You guys have no idea. This is very, very cool for me. Super cool. Firing solution when you're already at 90 means you're late to the game. No, because the torpedoes can easily steer up to 30 degrees either right or left. So, no, that's... Okay. That may be true for this specific game, but not for whatever, you know what I mean? Thanks for that follow there, Balamar. Much obliged, much obliged. Yes, you're late. Okay, so Jim Barr is one of those guys that he has the very best way to play, and everybody else is wrong. And you know, that's fine. That's 100% cool. You do you, my guy. You do you. I'll do me. You do you. It's all gonna be good. Swear you followed before. You know, I ran into that myself over at TMTC's channel. I want to say on Saturday or Sunday. Probably Saturday. Can't remember. My follow had disappeared as well. It was just one of those things. Like I had a follow in place, and then I was like, wait, why is it telling me to follow again? It was, yeah, it was very, very strange. I could probably take a pretty decent speed now, but it's 100%. I think it's fine. We can wait. It's fine. Less the best is not wrong. Welcome to but Jim Barr, you're a very, I don't know, aggressive viewer. How about that? You seem to just want to be mad, and you know, it's fine if you want to be mad, but like, I don't really get it. Yes, Army, it's a new game. It's called, well, it's not, the game's been around for a long time in different iterations, right? This is made by the people who make Subsim, a absolutely wonderful, wonderful community of like-minded individuals who like maritime style war games. So yeah, it's made by them. It's multiplayer. It's very, very, very intense, which is good in a lot of ways, but still. Okay, so we're roughly at the 90 that I want now, so I'm gonna go ahead and give the order to stop engines here. Tell them to fire down both engines. Not mad, trying to help. Why are you defensive? Because I said I was gonna do it my way, and you seem to get mad about it. You're just like, no, this is the way to do it. And it's like, okay, but I'm doing it this way, and that's fine. It's all good. Okay, we gotta wait till we come down to a stop. Unfortunately, we don't have speed readouts here, so I'm gonna have to rely on this for the time being. Because again, you want to be close to stopped as possible. They've made it so that's super, super important in this title. Which is, you know, it's probably a lot more realistic than U-boat, but still. It's just something that you have to bear in mind, right? Prefer parallel attacks personally. Players I play with only play at night. Okay. Like night in the game, do you mean? Or like, because yeah, I imagine that would make it a lot more difficult. All right, really only doing about a knot. So what we're going to do is get that timing now, and I'll see if I can remember the math on it as best I can. I'm not used to having to do the math on my own. So I hit the T key, and now I've got a little timer down here in the corner. You want to be holding the left mouse button to keep your periscope steady here. It is going to take a long time to do it, obviously, but you know, it's a more realistic game, right? Let's see now. General quarters, no, I'm not going to my quarters. You can't make me. It is a lot of fun. Yes, new haircut. You like it? It's good stuff. Just dangling dials everywhere, my guy. It's all good. Again, the idea is you'd be standing there at the periscope, just barking orders to whoever's running your, you know, your engines, your TDC, etc., etc. It's super, it's really intense, and honestly, I'm very, very excited. To the best of my knowledge, this ship is essentially not moving. It is going unbelievably slow, which, you know, is probably designed that way so that you don't, so that it's easier to learn how to shoot. At the same time, a little bit of speed would be okay. I'd be fine with that. Nighttime gives you more cover so you can get close. That makes sense. Yeah, sure. When do you like your 90 solution as it's moving past so the torpedo has a longer run? I'm not sure I understand the question, to tell you the truth. I mean, realistically, depending on when you fire it, the difference in the torpedo run might be like seconds, like under 6 or 7 seconds. Again, it all depends on when you press the trigger, right? Still working on how to play U-boat. It's all good, Army, my guy. It's all good. You do you, my guy. Take your time, dude. And again, always check in with the mines. There's a ton of people, a ton of really good skippers in the mines that's willing to help you out, my guy. Yeah, this ship is essentially not moving. It's basically dead in the water. Pretty much dead in the water. But that's cool. I think, you know, Jim, where we're having an issue is the fact that right now I'm at a 90 degree to the target, and my boat is facing roughly the same direction as the target. When I'm talking about making a 90 degree attack, stop the timer there, I'm talking about having the nose of my boat pointing at a 90, so then the torpedoes barely have to move, right? Okay, so I'm gonna need a calculator. Because I don't know math. I'm not a math person. I need my ship. Let's see, length is 150. So, if I'm doing this correctly, it should be 150 divided by, let's see, 2 minutes is 120 seconds, 143 seconds divided by 143, multiplied by 1.94, gives me a speed of 2.03 knots for my target. 2.03 knots. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that, actually, here on the old TDC. Basically just 2 knots. There we go. Now the lengths, I'm going to fire 2 torpedoes, so I'll plug in the length. The length is 150 meters. Right here. Let me grab you. 150 meters long. Good stuff. She's currently sitting at roughly a 90 degree bow left to me. Ooh, backwards. Okay. Roughly 90. And I'm going to get a range really quick. My instinct is telling me that the range is 10. She's about, that can't be right. I must be doing this part wrong. Maybe it's got to be like this. I think it really matters what you're zoomed into. So almost like 2.5 ticks gives me, oh, I don't know, let's say 1,400 meters is probably good. It's actually at a 60 degree, but it's really close to a 90. What did I just say? It's 2.5 ticks gets me, yeah, let's say 1,400. Let's go ahead and call it 1400. Yes, thank you, the AP thing. Much obliged. 1400. 14 hundo. One. I gotta zoom in farther. My eyes are bad. 11, 12, 13, roughly 14. It's gonna be a little bit off. The angle on bow doesn't really make sense. It's actually much more like this. Oh, it's because I switched it. It's gonna be more like 94. Let's pretend. Pretend it's 94. Okay, so we want a salvo shot. Let's go ahead and fire tubes 1 and 3. Set this to salvo. And you'll have to reset the AOB again to correct. Yeah, I just did that. Yep. Yeah, I'll get a slide rule and an abacus. Oh, we didn't set torpedo depth. Draft is 5 meters. Okay. So let's set torpedo depth to 3 meters. See what happens. All right. We are ready to fire. Back to our periscope. And... whew. Firing. Tube 1 away. Tube 3 away. All right. So now... I'm going to quickly check our layout here and see if everything's on the up and up. This looks pretty good, honestly. We might be behind on it, but that's okay. It's because I've got it set to a 90 degree, and it's not quite a 90. Given the difference between where I'm looking and where the target is, but I think we'll hit it once. Maybe. We're gonna find out. 'Cause of the delay. Stream delay do be a thing. It do be do. The one thing that's interesting... oh, hey, baby! Not complaining about that. And I'd imagine the second torpedo went to the rear. I'm 100% fine with how this worked out. 100% fine. No, I can't actually sink these ships, to tell you the truth. They're immortal. The ships are basically immortal. I can't actually sink it. It's just so you learn how to do it, right? Okay, so if I'd done a little bit better on the angle on bow, I think we would have got 2 solid hits there. All right, let's shut this down. Let's turn tracking to off. Change this back to single. We've got to reload tube 1. And that begins there. And we've got to reload tube 3. There we go. And that'll just tick up over time. That's great. Okay, so now we got to go ahead and try to do the same kind of idea on the other ships in question. Now, we've gone past this one by a fair bit, right? Yeah, so we're going to want to turn around. Or I could try to... I really can't try to figure out how to use the rear tube just this minute, to tell you the truth. Okay, so what I want to do then is let's bring engines up to half speed. Good. And I want to set our course to roughly 190. Yeah. You can see here you got your battery gauges as well. Which is a very... thanks very kindly, my guy. Thanks, appreciate it. There are very, very good videos made by the subsim devs, essentially, that can basically teach you everything you need to know to actually function all of the things I just messed around with. But that being said, it is going to involve some learning. Like you there's just no way around it. You got to do some learning, right? But I think personally, for me, that's part of the fun, and the idea that each individual player is going to be playing like a different role is very cool. I think that's absolutely fantastic, to tell you the truth. All right, so there's my Huckleberry there. You know, we could probably start identifying her. So 3 islands, funnel to the rear, and I think it's mast funnel. I think we're gonna try that out and see. So let's go ahead to the manual. Engine placement is aft. 3 islands. Mass funnel. Nothing. Okay. So... Oh, hang on. Superstructure. Ah, here we go. Nope. This doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right. So maybe it's king post, mast, funnel. Maybe that's it. Let's try that. King post, mast, funnel. Oh, too many masts. King post, mast, funnel. No. So it's got to be mast, funnel. The only thing is, neither one of these two things look like they're correct. Interesting. We're going to have to sort that out. We got to figure out how to work this. Question, can you play as other people in single or just captain? I don't know, Rolly, to tell you the truth. I really don't know. How deep can you go? I have no idea. I'm literally firing it up for the second time, people. Because it looks like mast. Maybe that doesn't count as a mast. Maybe this thing. What happens if I go mass funnel? What happens then? Mass funnel. This... No, you don't actually count so this part here, all you do is count the masts, but there's a difference between a mast and a king post, and I don't really understand the difference. They said, oh, it's got like cranes on it. To me, these things are cranes, so I don't know. This one is... none of these are it. None of these are it. Think just captain. I'm pretty sure it's only captain. Pretty sure. Yeah, the first person in the lobby is automatically the captain. Mast, funnel. I say split. Composite. Hang on, that. Okay, that might be what I'm missing. We may have to do some steering here. May gotta do some steerings. I guess I could just do that with the rudder. How do I... Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, alright. We're getting it. Can you see the ship? Sure. Just give me a moment, please. Just want to try to line up our course as best we can. I mean, hell, we could even slow down. Just so we got more time to play. Let's go speed slow. Okay, we are at slow speed. Right, I meant to do the... Just give me 1 second, I gotta do this identifying thing. Hello? Okay. So it looks like you got big superstructure in the middle, little superstructure in the rear kind of thing. It's almost like a composite or whatever the hell they said. Which this does not work with. So what about passenger? Passenger's not a thing. Split is not a thing. Unspecified. None of these work. Ramming speed. There you go, my guy. I cannot for the life of me figure out this mass thing, though. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure what to do about it. Unspecified. No. Okay. Oh, do you know what? There's only 2 islands. There's only 2 islands. Okay. Let's change this to mass funnel. Nope. How about king post, mast, funnel? Okay, that's a mast. That's a mast. That might be a mast. Mast, mast, mast funnel. It's more difficult than it looks, I'm gonna say. Mast, mast, mast funnel. Nope. It's not it. How about mast, mast, king post funnel? Oh, curses and to be damned. Problem is the island checkboxes. Right. Thank you. Mast, mast, mast funnel. Okay. King post, mast, mast funnel. Nope. King post, mast funnel. Jesus. Opposite. Passenger. Wait, this is what I'm looking at, but what is it? Because for Christ to be damned, mast, 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 funnel. What am I doing wrong? Right? Anyway. All right, mast height of 35 meters. Let's go on back down inside for a second. It's too noisy out here. It's loud. Loud out there. I don't like it. Mast, 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 funnel. I don't know. Right, this thing. Okay, target ship is to our, what, 10? 40. Set this to 3.5. Okay, target ship is approximately 3. 1, 2, 3. According to that, it's 10 kilometers away. That isn't right. It's certainly not 10 kilometers away. It's 1 kilometer away. Oh, am I reading that wrong then? I must be reading that wrong. Go away. Okay. Because if it's 3... 1.5 times. Oh, I'm reading the numbers wrong. You see, here on the side, shit, you can't even see it. Never mind. It's a kilometer out, roughly. 1, 2, 3, 4. More like 800 meters right now. All right, 800 meters. Zero this. 800 meters at roughly, what was it, 20 degrees? Can't really remember. I get confused. No, I'm way the hell off. Really? Okay. Oh, because it's at 55 degrees. That's, yeah, that's helpful. 55 degrees. 55, 800 is roughly there. So how far are we off by? I mean, no, that's pretty good. That's pretty spot on. That's not bad. I'm 100% okay with that, to tell you the truth. B-134, there you go, my guy. Just go over to the ship and ask what kind it is. Sorry, is Eon here? Eon, I missed you coming in, my guy, sorry. Staring at all these silly things. All right, we're gonna be taking a speed check off it soon. How's our torpedoes doing? Torpedoes are fine. Torpedoes are very good. Very good. The hardest thing for me is the angle on bow, right? Because... Thank you, Rick. Because... So, unless I'm wrong, there's no way to do this without just eyeballing it. Right? That's difficult to do on some of these ships. Like, because you can't just use the periscope, right? The periscope doesn't tell you it's at a 90. It's at a 90 relative, but not the angle. We've got to stop, by the way, so I can get a speed check. Stop in the boat. Stopping the boat. There you go, Eon. Thank you kindly, my guy. There's a trick, says Chased. I'm sure there is. I bet you I don't know it. See the front mast? I do. The brakes screech. That would be awesome, actually, if I could make that happen. We're just waiting for ourselves to come down to a stop here. Then we can get a little bit of a timing on our friend. Might as well get a distance check while I'm at it too. Distance to target is currently roughly 5. Gets me what, 640 meters. Let's plug that in right now. At roughly 80 some odd degrees, 600 and something meters, say right there ish. Check our math. Oh, babies. We're getting better. We're getting better. All right, let's time this baby out. Get a timing on our friend here. Where's the T button? Where is it? Yeah, boy. I do see the front mast. I'm assuming we're typing some stuff. It's probably in a way to, like, wait until it looks like there's only 2 spars on it or something, so that means it's lined up. Sort of. Do you know what I mean? I think I get what you're getting at. I really do. It's just it's going to take me a while to try to get that concept, right? Once again, this ship appears to be more or less not moving at all, so that's fun, right? It's good. Super good. I like it. Super duper good. 2 of the tines, so it looks like a downwards pointing arrow. You know you've got either 4590 or 135. I'm not sure you would fire at 135, would you? Or at least I wouldn't, probably. I don't know. Yeah, I'd say this one's doing probably 2 knots as well, something like that. That is the intent, Eon. Unfortunately, not this ship in particular. This ship is actually immortal. It's an immortal ship. It cannot be killed. It's simply for training purposes. Training purposes only. Yeah, I have got to get into a multiplayer on this. I really do. I want to learn all the stations. I want to learn all the stations. And so to put it in perspective, let's say you're the dive planes, right? That's your job. You're the dive officer. You don't see any of this. All you see is the valves in front of you. That's it, right? Will it have flooding? I don't know anything that isn't on the Subsim forum, my guy. By the immortal Lich KJ, 100% my guy. There are other unsinkable ships out there, let's put it that way. And boom, timing done. Okay, so length of the ship is 124. We're gonna divide that by 60, 103 seconds multiplied by 1.94 gives us a speed of 2.3. 2.3 is the target speed. Let's enter that. 2 and a little bit. Just the teeniest little bit. 2.3. Length is 124. 124-ish. There you go. Draft was 7 meters, so let's go ahead and set our draft to 4. AP tracking activate. Take a look at what kind of angle we're dealing with. Probably 94. I'm going to say 94. About right. I'm going to say 94. That's what I'm going with right there. Boom, 94. All right, spread angle. I can't actually affect that. Target speed. Range. We got to retake range. Need to retake range. I messed that up. My bad. Range is approximately 5.5, almost 6. Range is about 530 meters. I got the wrong timing. Explain. 500 and something. I just said, fuck. I can't hold numbers in my head and talk at the same time. It's stupid. One ping only. It's 113. 113, not 103. 100. You're right. You're right. You're 100% right. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So 124 divided by 113 times 1.94. Wait, what? 124 divided by 113 times 1.94. 2.1. Thank you for that. Just basically say 2. It was off by 0.3. I'm not sure how much of a difference that would have made, but it probably would have made some. Angle on bow is still tracking. We're going to allow it. Alright, let's go... Let's just do a single. No, let's do a salvo. I want to do a salvo. Let's do 1 and 4. Yeah. And firing. That's what it is. I'm testing you guys. Speaking of, let's check our math. Looking pretty terrible for the second torpedo. That's twice now the torpedo is going way to the rear on the second torpedo. I might want to switch to single torpedoes only. I don't really know. Because the spread is massive, and I'm not sure if there's a way I can control. Damn it, do you know what? Somebody told me how to do that. You gotta set the length of the ship to roughly 75% of its length. I should have set that ship to about 100 meters in length. Yeah, I saw a video on that. Damn. Of course, I think of it now, right? Hopefully there's gonna be a boom. I'm hoping for a boom. I kind of think it should have happened by now. Technically, I think it probably should have happened. I think we missed. Pretty sure I missed. Yeah. Yeah. Sure did. So what do you think I was wrong at? Hmm? What do you think it is? What do you think it is? I was wrong somewhere. Pretty obvious. That's the other thing about this game. You don't have a way of tracking that. Like, it's just, you either hit or you don't. Like, you're just sitting there waiting, and you could be waiting for eternity. Alright. Give me half speed forward. No, the depth of that ship was 7 meters. We've got a dead calm sea, and I fired at 5. Don't sit there with a ticking watch to measure the time to impact. There's actually a thing on the TDC to measure that, but I wanted to see the hit, right? So it's probably just my hubris, my own little bit of an issue. All right, we're trying to steer roughly parallel again. I wish you could do it for me. But unfortunately, that's not the way things work. I love that song, by the way. Alright, we're gonna try that again. We are gonna try that again, people. That's a thing we're gonna do. Alright. Please get off the ladder. Thank you. Okay. So the speed we're assuming is correct. Let's go to dead slow, please. Dead slow I. Distance to target is approximately 6 is 530 meters, like I said. 530. Let's lower that a bit. Change this, the target length, down to, like, say 100-ish. Angle on bow is still updating over time. We look to be at almost a perfect 90. and that indicates the same. All right, I need tubes 2 and 3. I can't actually set tubes 2 and 3. Okay, so we're just gonna do a single shot. Tube 2 and says here it's going to take roughly 26 seconds. Okay, firing. Torpedo away. 26 seconds roughly. I should have turned on the timer. That was stupid. Anyway. I am enjoying it. This is really cool. I think it's really, really cool, honestly. I think it's super, super cool. I don't know how the co-op is, to tell you the truth. I've seen it streamed. I've never played it. It looks like it's amazing. There's even intercoms on the ship that you would have, like, you could, like, not... Yes! Okay. Took a little bit of doing. Took some tries, but that's okay. Tube 1, tube 2, tube 4. Alright, where's my other target? There's one more target. We gotta find her. We gotta try to find her. Where are you at, little ship? Where'd you go? Ooh, we might have gone way past her. I gotta cheat a little bit because she's missing. Oh, Jesus, okay. It's not zeroing this for me. Zero it. Right? I'm supposed to be able to hold space and it'll zero. It's not working. Okay, we'll have to steer... Go away. We'll have to steer manually, I guess. We're gonna have to go a hell of a lot faster. Thank you very kindly. Thank you kindly. I did change the ship size, but that's not the reason I hit it, because really that only matters if you're firing multiple torpedoes. Okay, let's go great speed. Good. And let's steer hard over. Can't even see the target ship. Does anybody know the key for binoculars, by the way? I can't seem to find it. Can't seem to find that special little key. You just gotta tell them to sink. That's all you gotta do. Just tell them to be not on top of the water anymore. It's fine, right? Okay, still got an awful lot of turning to do. If the map would work correctly, because I'm supposed to be able to zero this protractor. Okay, there, now it's working. So I gotta come to roughly 4-0. I can't actually read this dial. Oh, here we go. 40 degrees, so 200. And that should point us at the target. Wow, this is really hard to read. Super hard to read. No, it was not B. Roll the mouse wheel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Alright, that should have us roughly... Yes, pointed at the target. Let's go ahead and engage engines to flank. Flank? Flank. There we go. That took some doing. Why did only one engine do it? God damn it. I was holding the shift key. There we go. Binos are the scroll wheel. Thank you. Much obliged. She's out here somewhere. Let's see. Mac V would like a salty fact. Mac, the fact of today is TMTC1. Wonderful, wonderful friend of the channel. And, you know, absolutely fantastic streamer himself. He is the one who got me a copy of this game. And I cannot thank him enough. So there's your salty fact, my guy. I'm playing this game thanks to Matt over at TMTC1. And everybody, while I'm thinking about it, we're going to take a little break. I don't know if I can actually... Can I pause this game? Does anybody know if I can pause this game? I really need to know, like, immediately. Right now. I need to know right now. Anyone. Does anyone know if I can pause it? Going once. Going twice. 3 times. No pause in, well, yeah, I would guess no pause in multiplayer, 100%. Why can't I go back? Back. There we go. We're gonna have to slow this boat down then. Because if I can't pause it, we're just gonna keep drifting. So yeah. Alt F4, that'll do it. That'll do it, my guy. We're all new. There you go. I was hoping somebody had played. Why is only one... Okay, now it's registering. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna take a little break. 15, 20 minutes, or not 15, 20, 10, 15 minutes, something to that effect. When we come back, we will hunt down this last rogue ship and see if we can give her what for. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. If you choose to leave the stream now, hey, I totally understand. Thanks for coming by in the first place. Hope to see you again in the future. I do stream every Tuesday and Thursday. And for those of you who are going to stick around for just a little bit, I will see you shortly. Like getting back at it? I kind of do. I kind of do. Legit like the fantastic, man. I'm glad you do. I'm really glad you do. We're just waiting for the game to catch up here. There we go. Yes, Discord is being mean to me lately. It's not playing nicely. Okay, here we go. Perfect. We are catching up with the target. Let's go ahead and fire up to great speed. Yeah, boy. So interestingly enough, slow speed is still like 7 knots. Pretty crazy. 22 months, Val. What? 22 months of your life are mine, and I thank you for them. So we'll take a look at our torpedoes. Make sure everything's on the up and up. Alright, we're fully loaded. Cool, cool, cool. Can I get any intel on the target yet? I probably can't. Realistically, it's very, very far away. Yeah, we're not getting much out of that. Let's go ahead and come left. Sorry, right, starboard. Just a bit. Just a little. Okay. That puts her roughly 10 degrees off. Okay, that's fine. Can I prescribe ludicrous speed? Oh my god, I love Spaceballs. That is such a good movie. Unsung, wonderful movie, by the way. Unsung. Alright. We're trying to catch up with this blackguard to complete this training mission. We must complete the training. Must be done. There is no excuse for not completing the training. Actually.
Coming soon to a theater.
Time to comb the desert, my guy. You're not wrong. Go-go juice time. We're trying. We're doing our best. Ricochet would like the movie trailer voice. Ricochet, let's see what we can do for you. One skipper, absolutely unsure of what the hell he's doing, chases down one rogue target. The ocean, massive and unforgiving. Will we be able to hit the target with 2 torpedoes this time? That is, of course, the plan, Stan. Who's Stan, you ask? None of your goddamn business. I don't ask you about your friends. And there's your movie trailer voice, my guy. Hope you enjoyed it. Alright, we could increase speed. I think we should. We're doing 16 knots at great. This full speed gets us what? It's not functioning for some reason. There we go. Just took a little doing. The game's not done. It's not done. You gotta give him a minute, you know? Tell you about him. There you go, Val. 100%. Alright, this very much looks like an Empire to me, but the game doesn't really work that way, so... What are you gonna do? Magnus would like a salty fact. Surprise redeem! I mean, technically they're all surprises to me. Realistically. Let's see. Salty fact, salty fact. This weekend, once again, I had to drive about, 450 kilometers to the New Brunswick border and back for the purposes of custody type things. The way up was horrifying. I was a good 45 minutes away from my home before I could even do the speed limit. The roads were that bad. We had had a lot of snow and ice the night before. And on the way back, the rain was such to the point where most people don't turn on their lights because they're idiots. They expect the auto to do it for them. So you're flying down the highway and the mist in front of me suddenly turns into a car or truck or something. You know what I mean? So one of those times, not very pleasant. I didn't appreciate it, and I'm glad it's done. So yeah. Erg indeed, my guy. Erg indeed. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. We can't get in the ID yet. It's just not going to work. Mist, snow, and cold are for... Yeah, I agree. They're not very pleasant, even when you're from here. It's just a part of life that I'd prefer to not have to deal with. Let's come a little bit more starboard. Just a touch. That puts us roughly 10 degrees out from target. That'll increase over time, obviously, but whatever. Yes, KJ, I can see you, my guy. I mean, oh, sure miss KJ. Too bad he went to bed. Yeah, where's good old KJ? It's terrible. You see him once, he's here, he's gone. Just bails on us for no reason midstream these days. I don't know what that's about. Anyway. Alright, we're getting closer to the idea of getting some intel. I can see one island for sure, but the forward may have an island as well, so I'm not ready to lock in just yet, because I can see the island there in the center. I can get a quick distance. Start trying to... No, I can't get a distance without identifying the target first. Curses. Chilling all under that shade. Oh, wow. Gross. Just so much shade, by the way. We live for it. It's what we live for. I need to take a look at the bow. I can't really discern, like, the heading. Let's see now. Maybe my binoculars. Heading is decent. We'll be a little bit closer than we should be, to tell you the truth. I might want to not... might have to roll out a bit, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Oh, that's not going down the ladder. We'll fight in the shade. That was another good movie. The part 2 was... better left unsaid, I think. Better left unsaid. Alright, I'm thinking... There's an island forward and an island mid. I see 2 masts and a funnel, but I can't be 100% sure of the placement just yet. It looks like mast, funnel, mast. Let's go ahead and start slowing down a little, please. Let's go to slow speed. Because everything happens very quickly with no pause button. Yes, it does have higher zoom. However, it's the angle of the ship. That's really the problem. Yeah, I'm getting mast, funnel, mast, 2 islands. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can figure this out. So we've got 2 islands, front and mid. The engine placement is a mid-ship, and I'm thinking it's mast, funnel, mast. Okay. This is not correct, because what I'd like to see is this, but then not this. So that's not correct. It does look like it's mast, funnel, mast. Maybe there's 3 islands. I could say that the superstructure is in the middle. That might help. Superstructure is it split? I don't think it's split. Composite? Composite, I think, just means the one, right? Passenger. Okay. There you go, Rolly. You're vindicated, my guy. Alright, I see an island here. An island here. I see a mast. Then a funnel. Then a mast. But that's not what I'm getting on the charts here. Because this would be correct, except for this. None of these are correct. So let's change it to king post, funnel, mast. Of course, that doesn't exist. Cool. Oh dear. None of these are even close, to tell you the truth. Not even close. Is that a rear island? I would never have called it that. Alright, let's change it to that then. Alright, this opens up a couple more options for me. Looks like, I'm thinking light merchant type 4 looks very, very close to what I want here. Mast height of 21 meters. Alright, if the mast height is 21, let's plug that into our table. 21 meters, and I'm getting roughly 160. 160 puts her at 4.8 kilometers. Let's see if that's true. I need to redo this, I guess. 100. I can't. The thing that I'm finding hardest is I cannot think of this many. I'd have to write them down. All right, 45 degrees. Approximately 3.9 kilometers. 45 degrees, 3.9. 45 degrees. It's not measuring. Oof. Okay. Come on, help me out here, game. It's not measuring. It's, oh, maybe because I got this on. No. Well, it's fun. Oh, okay. Please zero this. Zero. It's zeroing it to the map. I want it to zero to the ship. Anyway. Oh, Jesus, a pause button would be good every now and again. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know what to do. Because the tool is not doing what it was exactly doing a few minutes ago. So I don't know what to do. I don't have a clue, right? And we've got to slow down again. Let's go to a stop, please. Both engines, please. Game be better played with some of the... Yes, obviously it's 100% meant to be a multiplayer game. Like that is not even a question. However, if I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not going to try to play a game with people, because it would be so irritating trying to play a game that you may or may not be good at, and the person you're playing with is just absolute garbage. Do you know what I mean? See, it's zero. I can get it to zero this goddamn compass to the map, but not to my ship. I want it to zero to my ship. Right? Like, it's... oh man, is it ever frustrating. Okay. Okay, can't be done. Let's just assume that it can't be done. Okay. Okay. Well, thanks very kindly there, Magnus. I'm doing my very bestest. It is easy to get frustrated, though. My God, is it ever. Alright, this ship is almost at a 90 degree from us. Distance does not track over time, so there's no purpose in putting that in. However, the length of this ship is 75 meters. I can plug that in. 75, but we're going to make it more like 50. So I want to use 2 torpedoes. Let's go AP salvo shot. Torpedoes 2 and 3 is what we're going to be looking at. When I shoot, angle on bow is going to be damn near 90 degrees, I think. Angle on bow left, 90. Okay. I really wish I could mess with this spread angle. I don't like it. I wish I could turn it off. So many U-boat. I mean, there's a couple. Alright, we're roughly at a 90 now. Let's take a quick timing on this guy. We are going to have to speed up again, unfortunately. She appears to be going a lot faster than her brethren, though. I have yet to be negative. I mean, there is that. Are we going to be positive today? We would put up with you because you're a streamer. Anyone else can... There you go, my guy. Thank you kindly. Calling it like it is. I can respect that. I really can. Really, really can. Alright, let's get this timing done, please. Then we gotta move the boat a little bit. And... pop. Okay. Move the boat dead slow forward. Alright, so... that was a 75 meter ship. Gotta math it out here. Multiplied by... let's call it 46 seconds. Sorry, divided by 46 seconds. Multiplied by 1.94 gives me a speed of roughly 3.2. 3.2 is the ship speed. 3 and a bit. Draft is 3 meters, so we're gonna set depth to 1.5. And let's have a quick little look. Not quite at a 90 yet. We're gonna allow the angle on bow to do its thing for me. Except it's not helping yet. It's moving very gradually though. Still have gray wolves installed. I don't even... is that a mod or... for SH3? She's very, very short. It's very, very close. Alright, we're almost at a 90 now. I need a quick distance check. Distance says 6. Target is 300 and something meters out. Come on, help me out here. 300 and a... let's say 340-ish. Okay, we are ready to fire. 2 tubes. Firing. 1 away. 2nd away. Okay, let's see how we do this time. Bring her to a stop. Work with a couple of major groups to play this game. More than happy to pick up a new player and teach them as long as they're willing. There you go, my guy. Los indeed. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Oh! The torpedoes are flying. Oh my god, the torpedoes are flying. What? Okay, the long and short of it is I'm thinking they were duds, but they counted as a hit towards the tutorial. And also, I've never seen flying torpedoes, so I am 100% cool with this, to tell you the truth. Flying fish, baby. Flying fishes. All right. So, that's not... We have decimated this portion of the tutorial. And by decimated, I mean barely made it. Barely. Complete mission. Yeah, boy. Okay, 3 hits out of 7 aren't great. Technically, though, it was 5 out of 7 if you count the flying fish. So I'm considering that a win. That is a win in my book, everybody. 100% a win. All right, now I want to play with the boat. I'm gonna turn the bots off, and I'm gonna play with the boat. I want to dive it and stuff. I want to see what happens. We're gonna mess with this thing. We're gonna mess this up on purpose. We're just gonna be doing the same mission, but I don't really care about that. We're gonna play with the boat. We're gonna play with the boat. Okay. All right. I want to dive the boat. Let's see if we can figure this out. Right? All right. I cannot give the dive order, but we can go ahead and tell the game that we want electric engines engaged. Exactly, my guy. We're gonna go dead slow on battery power. Okay, now we're moving. All right. Okay, first things first, we're gonna flood the forward ballast tanks. Now we're gonna flood the aft ballast tanks. I don't know, to tell you the truth. I don't know if I can push the bots out of the way. All right. Water is rushing. I'm gonna wait until the water stops. Oh, this is crazy. The hatch should be closed by default. It is, which is good. It's fine. All right, now we're gonna close these vents off again. So if we need to use any air, it won't just escape into the sea. Okay, now, how we doing here? We are sinking. Good, perfect. I don't want to sink all the way, however. Let's go something like this. So we're moving the dive steers now. We want to come back up a bit. So we're holding just around 13. So I believe we've got to dump the trim tank. Ballast trim. And we're dumping the trim tank. Okay. How we doing now? All right, we're starting to come up. So we had water in the forward, right? So we want to try to level off here around 11. We'll come down a little. Okay. Just trying to trim the boat out as best we can. Okay, this is starting to work. We are very slowly bringing the boat down. We're at roughly 10.5 meters right now. Roughly 10.5. But it doesn't appear like I can affect it much more than this. So maybe I've got to let a little more air, I think, into the forward, into the trim tank. Let's go take a look. Negative tank. Do I want to blow the negative tank? I don't think I want to blow the negative tank. What I want to do is screw with the trim tank. Little water in. I mean, it's working. I'm not good at this, obviously, but we are at roughly 11, and I'd like to keep us there if I can. Because 11 meters in this game is roughly radio depth. Anything deeper than 11, and you're not going to be using your radios. Blowing out the negative tank and fill the trim tank. Okay. This appears to have worked, but you seem like you know what you're talking about. So let's blow the negative tank. Okay. And fill the trim tank back up to 8. So I must be confusing what the two tanks do, roughly, right? Okay. We seem to be a little more stable. Let's bring us down just a bit. And we're getting that nose down condition going on. It's gradual. But in a way we want that. You'd want gradual, right? Let's see. Again, I want to stick to around... You know what? 10.5 might be great, to tell you the truth. It'd probably be a good thing, provided it's not too bad up top. And we're still going down a little. So this is a full-time job. Like, this is what you're doing if you're not the captain and your deal is depth. Right? This is what you're doing the whole time. You're just holding, trying to maintain like periscope depth, essentially. And this is at dead slow. I imagine the ante gets upped as you go faster. Let's go faster. See what that looks like. Let's go slow speed. Low speed I. Okay. Really, you can just zoom in right here and watch the red. Okay, so we're coming up a bit now. But if we zero this out pretty good here... going down a little. Trying to keep it under 11. That's the whole intent thing. I think you can only have 5 players at a time. 5 players, I believe, is it. Alright, so we got to keep a little positive to the forward in order to hold this. But realistically, this is pretty trim. This is pretty good right here. Like if they were using the periscope and somebody's on the radio and stuff, everything's working out here. Say 5 degrees for both. Should keep us around the 10.5. And we're going to angle that down a little bit. Perfect. Okay. So, I mean, it's not without its difficulties, obviously. But I'm getting the picture. Let's go faster. Let's go half speed. The faster we go, the harder this is going to be to do, right? keep the dive planes level, you can adjust the water in the tank, trim tank, to achieve neutral buoyancy. Okay, let's try to do that. Trim tank. By watching the depth gauges next to the trim tank. None of these look like depth gauges. None of these are depth. Unless this is depth. This must be depth. Because it's a little over 10. Okay. So... no, that's definitely the wrong thing to do. Because now we should be... yes, okay, 11. 11. Okay. I gotta figure out... air. No, that's water. Air. There it is. Okay. Okay. So, I'm pushing water out of the trim tank in order to change the buoyancy of the boat, right? Yeah, so I was looking at this and it just says M water, but this is what I'm looking at here. This is the actual, like, in meters, basically. So I'm just trying to level this out. Okay, we're roughly at 11 again. Oh, this is fine tuning here, people. And... so close. We're so close. Like, that's pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, but hell, this is my first go. Right? Hey, what's up, sports fans? Okay. So now we're holding 11. Let's ease the nose up just a little. Try to keep that under the 11 mark. We're zeroed out on both dive planes. We're drifting upwards ever so slightly, so we'll compensate. Easy now, easy. This is pretty cool, man. Well, thanks. This is super cool. Okay. Now that we're leveled off and I can leave the station, I'm gonna go fill up the compressor because I've just been screwing around with it a lot. Ugh. That's a wall. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Compressor. Can I not? Oh, I'm underwater. I can't use this one. It's not electric. Never mind. Derp. Don't mind me. I'm just... yeah. Just being silly. Trying to turn on a diesel compressor underwater. Yep. There you go. Can't be done underwater, people. Alright, I gotta try to figure out this guy. Okay. Alright, that's short. That's deep. So is it telling me I'm 100 meters from the bottom? Because it just spins around the one time. Or no, maybe I gotta switch to deep. Oh! Okay, hang on. This is saying that I'm roughly 149 meters above the bottom, I think. 150. Yes, okay. Oh, we're learning so hard right now, you guys. You have no idea. Still pretty stable at 10.5. Still, we're drifting up a little. Let's just even it out so we can run around and do dumb stuff. We don't want to be broaching. Skipper will be mad. Skipper gets mad when we broach, you guys. All right, even it right there. I want to go play with the hydrophone. That's the wrong way. What are you doing? Hydrophone. I have a flashlight too. I think there's a way to change the colors, but I don't know how to do it. All right, hydrophone. Volume. Maximum. Okay. That's my engines. Okay. Kilohertz. Okay. Gain. Ugh. I can hear it. No way. G does it? Thank you. Okay, if I'm right. All right, let's see if I can figure this out. Fuck. Jesus, V. Why, Okay. If I'm right, then there is a target roughly 40 degrees off the nose to starboard at approximately 2 and a bit kilometers. Wow, am I ever not right? Okay, so I'm picking up this guy, but he's at 5. Okay. I'd heard there was a trick to use the gain, that where it starts to get distorted, that's the distance, but that's not quite right. Still, I figured out the direction. Yeah. Cool. This is so cool. Why wasn't this in U-boat, right? Everybody's laughing at me. You guys suck. Oh, I would love for this to be my job, like on the ship, like playing multiplayer. But there's got to be a trick to judging distance better. Definitely got to be a trick to that. This is so cool, you guys. Really, though. I want to turn on a record player because we don't want any DMCA strikes. Let's check out the radio function. Oh, nope. Okay, how do I turn this on? Oh, wait, I don't think this works yet. Right. Okay. Enigma. Let's change this to, God. Yeah. There you go. Huh. God. Okay. And, let's see now. D. O. G. Now we'll change it to WKL. Because that's how these things work, I think. WKL. K. L. And if I'm correct, if the initial nonsense reading was GOD, I would now have the cipher. Totes. T-O-T-E-S space. Damn. I XX, no further comms. Perfect. We are the winner. We're the winner. The bots say close range, that kind of thing. Does it? Okay. It isn't 1-to-1, but there's some calculations you can do. Cool, I gotta find those. Yeah, by the way. Gee. Green! Red. White. Green is better. Green is the best. Green for the win. Alright, nav chart. Nav chart is my map. Understandable, that's okay. I'm fine with that. I was having some problems with this, but I'll have to sort that out another day, I think. Green lights for the win. Let's talk to the conning tower. Now, somebody told me this works, so like... Oh. Hello? Supposedly, these things work in the game. Like... So does the game pick up our mic? Like, does it, do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot going on there. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, you guys. Oh dear. We're moving up in depth ever so slightly. We're at 9 and a bit. Let's bring that nose down a little bit. We don't quite have neutral buoyancy. I don't have the trims perfectly situated, but this is fine. If I just left this barely to the forward, barely down bubble, wonder how long it'll sit. It does pick up your mic? Oh my god, like you don't even have to use Discord, you can just use the game. Oh my god, this is the best game ever. Best game ever, 10 out of 10. Now it's Christmas. Aw, it's not nighttime in here. I guess you can only do nighttime for the control room, which I guess makes sense in a way. All right, I'm gonna go check out this stuff. Oop, oop. Diesels are not running. The electrics are running. The one thing I don't see down here is a battery readout. 'Cause none of these look like the one up forward. The intercom! Oh my god! You guys, I cannot wait to jump into this and play. Like, this is gonna be so good. In-game VoIP, the direction you face while talking. What? That's functional? Oh my god. This is so good. You guys, like really though. I do believe the bilge pump works, right? Yeah. There's nothing really in the bilges, so we'll just close that. Don't need to be pumping out nothing. Current distance to the bottom is 100 meters. So, my plan pretty much worked. We're still holding around 11. That being said, the radio operator would be very mad at me at this point because he wouldn't be able to pick up transmissions. Okay, so I think the only thing to do now is test the sub. We're gonna test the sub. We're gonna figure out the depth stuff, I think. Battery readout is almost 8 killiamp hours, so we're good for a little bit, but let's go dead slow. This game is crazy, I'm not gonna lie, this is wild. Alright, let's see what we can do about figuring out how deep we can go. So the bottom's only 100 meters down. So let's go down to 100 and see what happens. I'd like to start hearing some creaking. That would be good, I think. Alright, we're at 12 meters. Don't have enough depth. No, I don't have enough depth to crush it, no. But at the same time, we can get down, we'll get down around 80. Just for shiz and gigs, I think. Coming up on 14. So this is your, like, fine measurements, right? Anything up to and including 25. And And this is your gross measurement, all the way down to 200. And supposedly this boat can make it down to 200. Just saying. Passing 15 meters. Oh my god, I cannot wait to play this. Really, I can't. The fact that you don't even have to use Discord, that you can just use the in-game telephone, essentially. That is so wild to me, man. That is so cool. Okay, passing 16.5 on our way to the bottom. Now, damage is actually modeled in this game. So certain systems will actually shut down when you're damaged, right? So that's wild too. A part of me wants to crash this into the bottom. I don't know if we'll be damaged though, because it's just a tutorial. Just to see what it's like, you know what I mean? Passing 18 meters. There we go. I think I could fill the negative buoyancy tank in order to make this go faster, but I'm not 100% sure on the trim and stuff yet. I honestly don't know, Lur, because I don't know where to go to get deeper water. Recommend having the dive planes face the same direction as opposed to opposite. Really? Okay. That actually does make sense, but at the same time, it sort of doesn't. Because now the nose is down. The rear is up. We do appear to be going faster, though. That is indeed a thing. We are going faster. So, yes, you are indeed right. I watched over the video for the, like, beginner dive planes guy. I haven't seen the advanced video yet. Again, second time I turned it on, so. Passing 24 meters. We could put on a bit of speed, help this out. Give me all ahead slow. All ahead slow. Ooh. Starting to get creaky. Passing roughly 28 meters. Less drag on the planes. It does make sense. Ooh. Passing 3.5. Electric engine room. Hello? Hello? Want to get off this ride? There is no getting off this ride. Passing 4.0. Yeah, this is all gonna take some doing. Try to figure this stuff out. So the trim tank must be like side tanks. No, negative would be side tanks. Trim tank would be in the forward, wouldn't it? I don't know. Take it easy there, Rick. Have yourself a good one. It is multiplayer, but I'm learning how to play. And I think that's best done on one's own, so we don't kill other people. Coming to 50 meters. You can hear the bulb buzzing. Oh my god, the attention to detail! It's astounding! What step to the bottom? Still pegged at 100. Alright, we're moving into deeper water then. Okay. Passing 6-0. Skeleton bone ride. There you go, my guy. 6-0. Came and went. Can you have a nap? I'd like to have a nap. That would be helpful. I would be less afraid if I could sleep. Just gonna hide in the toilet. To hell with you guys. Staying in here. This is where I live now. This is it. There's nothing but the bathroom now. How do I flush it? I'll be that dude who like flushed the toilet and sank a U-boat. What was his name? Something? I don't know. Okay, can't be done. Can't go in there. Alright. There's another bathroom forward though. Crossing 7-0. Gotta hurry, so we'll get crushed. Oh, this is the Cadillac pooper. Look how much room you get. Cadillac pooper, baby. Every ship has one. Every ship has a Cadillac pooper. That's a guarantee. U-boat level in Medal of Honor. I don't think I ever played Level of Honor, to tell you the truth. Let's see how we're doing. Crossing 8-0. Alright, we've only got about 80 feet, or 80 meters left to go. We're gonna have to stop this ride at about 120. Or else we're gonna plow. Tell you the truth though, I kinda wanna crash into the bottom. But at the same time, I also wanna learn how to bring the ship back up, and, you know, there's only so much you get to do at a time, right? Both engines are outputting the proper amount of RPM. No issues there. Crossing 8-5. I mean, technically, it does have a bidet with a sport mode. You just have to point your butt up and open the door. That's all you gotta do. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Coming up on 90 meters. Okay. We are 75 meters from the bottom. We could get this down to about 120, 130 with ease, I think, provided we're not going to hit a seamount or something. $74. 73. 74 again. 74 again. I think I'm gonna go ahead and blow the tanks just for shiz and gigs. But yes, I can see easily how it would be piloted up. Maybe I should do it that way though, because realistically blowing the tanks is easy, right? Yeah, maybe we'll do it the other way. Alright. Let's bring this puppy up. Bring this puppy up. Let's increase speed. Speed to half. Both engines half speed eye. Alright. Now it's up we go kind of thing. So negative tank has no water in it, which is good. Trim tanks do have water in it, which we want to get rid of. We could emergency blow, yes. But I'm trying to do this as if I know what the hell I'm doing kind of thing. No, I'm going to bring it up to the surface. That's the plan. If I blow all this water out of the trim tank, it's less weight on the boat. Which technically should bring us up faster, right? Probably should have waited until we were at a much higher depth, mind you. Because now it's taking a ton of air to do this. cut it off at 4. Still rising. Rising fairly rapidly now. That's pretty cool. Check the bilge. Essentially no water in the bilge. We're not concerned about that. And coming to 7-0. Screw around the trim tank a little bit more. A little easier to pump it out as we go up in depth. Yep, if we put air in the main ballast, it will work too. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, you know what I mean? I don't expect to have it all down right away. Alright, crossing 5-5. And... Tuna, if you don't mind my asking, if you were running around on the surface, do you want to have some water in the trim tank, or would you do that just prior to submerging? Like, do you want water in it all the time? Learning is half the fun, you're not wrong. Hey, Master, what's up? Well, I'm glad it's interesting at the very least. Alright, crossing 3-5. Let's go ahead and slow ourselves down. Don't need to launch this baby. Dead slow. Well, thanks, Master. I'm doing my very bestest. Okay. Crossing 2-5. I mean, it's fairly realistic, you're not wrong. Now that we're not going at any real rate of speed, we'll tilt the dive planes this way. Alright. Crossing 19 meters. 18. Just bobbing up. Usually when you have the trim set, you leave it and don't touch it anymore. Oh, I see. So that's... Yeah, that makes sense. So basically then it would be... It'd be set for all future dives. Okay, cool. The negative tank is the one you use to get you just enough water to get the mains to flood. Okay. Mixed. I can understand that. I've been hanging in there, my guy. You know, life being what it is, we've all got a little bit of everything going on. But we are hanging in there, my dude. We are hanging in. Glad to see you, by the way. Alright. We're now, for whatever reason, not rising anymore. Okay, so the issue is going to be over here somewhere. There's no water in the negative tank. There's no water... Oh, hang on. No, there's no water in the trim tank. So now what we got to do is blow some ballast, I guess. Yeesh, Master. Yeah, you got to try to stay positive, man. That's all you can do, right? All right. Now, let's even this up so we're not all crazy. And conceivably, still not heading for the surface. Okay. We're still... Oh, no, wait. We're on this... Oh, okay, hang on. I'm being stupid. We're not under the water. That's the natural natural sitting of the boat. Okay. Okay, I'm not crazy. It's fine. All right, let's go have a look. Well, thanks there, Mazda. I mean, we're about to find out. Hey. Okay. Boys and girls, we are sorting this. We are figuring this game out. We are. It's only a matter of time until we get on somebody's boat and irritate the absolute crap out of them. Ah, suffer. Ah. Anyway. Oh yeah, this game is crazy, man. It's absolutely insane. Try opening the ballast vents and see how long they take to flood. Why would I do that? Oh, I gotta turn on the compressor though. Compressor! Skipper's after me. He's really mad. Alright. Does that turn off automatically, by the way? Anybody know? Oh, gotta charge the batteries too. So many things to do. Charge batteries. Charging batteries. It's not bad. Like, we weren't under for very long, but we only used 2 kilowatt hours, so that's good. Turns off automatically after it consumes all the oxygen in the boat. Sounds about right. Oh, Jesus. Wow. Very cool. Fully charged. There we go. Now dive again. Hey. Don't tell me what to do. I'm alone on this boat. I am the skipper of this ghost ship. Thank you very kindly. Hello? Door? Door. Here you go. Hey. Yep. It's noisy back there. I don't like it. Ugh. Gross. Yep. Big old turpidoo. Oh, I can't wait until you've got to like load that manually too. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. So much fun, you guys. Yeah. All the right? It's just mental. And it's not even done. They're about to release a big update in the next couple of weeks too. It's so good. Oh, beyond dangerous. Like you're like just blip, sucked into a machine, no problem. The hatch is open, yes. Ah, haha. KJ's trying to kill us. KJ? No. 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 Pavlov's dogs. Pavlov's dogs. Yeah. Alright, listen. Listen real quick. Listen up. You gotta listen up. This is important. Because that is the end of the stream, everybody. That was us learning how to play Wolfpack. Because my intent is to very, very soon play with actual people. Yes, people. And we shall find out whether or not what I have learned will be good enough. Said to flood the mains just for you to see the difference in the flood time between having the negative full or empty. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Good game. Thank you very kindly there. Sartorial Bear. Much obliged, much obliged. Yeah, I'm, Noler, I don't think I'm going to stream this multiplayer. And the reason I say that is because trying to track what everybody else is saying in my ears and trying to keep up with chat and, my, like, co-boat people, hearing noises from my chat, etc., 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 that's not going to work for me. So I'm probably not going to stream it. I'll record it. I'm not sure. I'm certain there's a Discord for that. Brooklyn Lou, this is my personal Discord where Wolfpack is now a thing. Sign you up. You are on board, my guy. No worries. Joe Toy, thank you very kindly for coming by. Take it easy there, Alert. All right, folks, again, that brings us to the end of another stream. I do stream every Tuesday and Thursday in case you're new around here. And, of course, Thursday night is always U-Boat night. So Thursday, we'll be playing U-Boat yet again. Downtown Clown would give it a go. You should give it a go, my guy. Yeah. So, again, in case I haven't said enough, huge shout-out to TMTC1, Matt, who provided me with a copy of the game from Subsim. Thank you so very much, my guy. If you ever see this in the future, much obliged. And thank you all for coming along the journey with me, trying to figure out how to actually work a U-Boat instead of just giving commands. I want to play every station. I want to play all of them. I think depth is probably the most difficult one because again, you've got to keep that happy medium between being hidden and being able to see through the periscope and being able to get your radio, et cetera, et cetera. 100% Masta, no worries, my guy. 100%. I love the idea of playing it with only in-game intercom. That sounds really cool. I don't think it's necessarily plausible. I mean, it's plausible, but I think for the first while, until like a crew gets to know each other, you'd probably have to be using Discord or something to, figure out how everybody does everything, how everybody works in whatever different positions, et cetera, et cetera. But yes, there will be multiplayer soon. Soon. You can run the engines. Cool, my guy. Don't give me that jive, Jack. You will take the jive. Tharg. That jive is for you. Yes, got to ease into it for cohesion. Changing up, like trying to... It's always difficult, right? Because I find that the subsim community is so very widely spaced that it's difficult to get people all in position to play something for hours all at the same time. That's the real difficult part. But hey, it is what it is, and I plan on definitely trying to make it a go. Navigator, there you go. I'd be terrible as Navigator. I would be super bad at it. I'm just not good with the stupid map tools. I don't really understand them. Is probably half my issue. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I will get better with time. That is guarantee. From me to you, from my heart to yours, that is a guarantee that I will get better, and everything will get better as well. Jawohl. All right, folks, listen, that's going to do it for me. Thanks again so much for hanging out while I pottered my way about and tried to learn how to play a game. I hope to bring more content in the future on this title, be it here on Twitch or maybe on YouTube. Not 100% sure. No, yeah, absolutely, Chase, 100%, my guy. Again, if you're not a member of the Discord, everybody, I posted the link down in your chat. Come on by. Lots of really good skippers from U-Boat down in there. A few Wolfpack players as well. So at the very least, we all have a common theme. Let's put it that way. Yeah, okay, people. That's going to be that. I'm going to shut it down for the night. And yeah, that's really not much more to say about that. All right, folks, until next time, I have been lightly salted. Thanks for tuning in. Bye now.